Alright. We are about to go into a friendly Modern League. Playing Blue-Eyed Spirits with Thalia. 3 Thalias. No non-creature spells in the way of counter spells or cantrips or anything like that. We're playing a very creature-dense version. 31 creatures. Sort of 29 creatures. And then 2 Phantasmal Image, which are not really creatures in their own respect. Plus a Smuggler's Copter. So we have 32 things that can attack for damage. 29 of which are independent creatures. 3 Aether Vials instead of 4, because we want to go against the conventional wisdom for no reason. Actually, it's because we don't really have any way other than the single Smuggler's Copter to loot or draw cards, so drawing multiple Aether Vials is bad and they're very dead. We have 4 Rattlechains, which grant us the flash that Aether Vial does, so Aether Vial is really just an accelerant in our deck. It does not really serve any other purpose. It just lets us cast multiple spells earlier in the game than we otherwise could. So we don't rely on it as much as like humans or merfolk, where they rely heavily on it for the flash effects. We already have the flash effects. Rattlechains and a lot of our creatures inherently do that anyway. So we're playing 3 to still have a pretty good chance of drawing 1 early, but reduce the chances of drawing 2. We really want to draw 2. And in the sideboard, we have a lot of typical Spirit sideboard cards. Worship, Stony Silence, Rest in Peace, Kira, Unified Will, Echoing Truth. Love Echoing Truth. I'm playing 2 of them. Great catch-all card. Fragmentize is pretty close to a catch-all as well. It gets rid of a ton of problematic things. Hardened Scales, Oblivion Stone, Expedition Map, Ensnaring Bridge, Blood Moon, Eidolon of the Great Revel. Just like an impressively long list of cards get killed by Fragmentize, and it costs 1 mana. Playing 1 Negate as a catch-all spell. We're playing a Geist of St. Traft to bring in against slow, uninteractive, or otherwise race-dependent matchups. It's a test today. I don't really like Geist, but we're going to try it. And a Field of Ruin is in there for a bunch of reasons. Some people don't like playing lands in their sideboard. I think that the aversion to playing lands in the sideboard is a little bit overstated. I think there are plenty of good reasons to play lands in the sideboard. Not always, but sometimes. We're playing it to A, have another mana to cast Worship when we're on the play and bringing in Worship, just to slightly increase our chances of hitting the 4th land. We're playing it to bring in as a 22nd land if we are cutting Aether Vials for a match that's going to be attrition based, where we don't want to have those dead draws later in the game. We are bringing it in instead of Moorland Haunt if we are siding in all of our Rest in Pieces, and then of course we side it in if we want to destroy lands. So it's good against Blue-Eye Control, it's good against Tron, it's good against Jund, stuff like that. Okay, play match. Jake's back. Here's Jake. Just went through that little spiel there because we're trying recording and streaming simultaneously. So I will start and stop the recording on each match, and then I can upload those to the tube, and then have the stream going on Twitch. Okay, match 1. On the play against New Boy. Great hand. Utility land, removal, 3 lands, creature on 1, 2, and 3. This is a great hand. A thing to do with the Spirits deck is think about which kinds of strategies each of your cards can be useful against. So Wanderer is good against proactive spell-based strategies. Selfless Spirit is good against removal. Spell Queller is good against sort of everything equally. It's not amazing against anything, but it's good against a lot of stuff. Mutavault is good against control decks and removal heavy decks, paths against creatures. So we have a wide spread of ways to interact with our opponent. We have some overlap. Like
this hand just shows the versatility of this deck, I think.
Yeah, because all of these cards are good against at least 2 things. None of them are hyper specialized. They're all pretty broad. Darkslick Shores. Not a lot of decks play Darkslick Shores. It could be fairies.
Fairies.
Could be some brew of Grixis that plays blue Dark Slick Shores. Could be.
Does
Be a blue-black living end.
Your money, and it's only with Fidelity.
I don't know if Ad Nauseam plays Dark Slick Shores. They definitely play Seachrome Coast, and they definitely play Temple of Deceit. But I don't know. Doesn't really tell us anything because they'd probably have a 1-mana spell that they want to cast, but that they can't cast because of the Wanderer. So we will just start getting in, get a basic plans with this, and then Mutavault on turn 3, and we'll wait and see what we need to get with our Flooded Strand. This ad brought to you by Spotify, non-premium. Archive Trap, it's Mill.
Hopefully have just one. Unless you think this is worth countering.
No. Mill definitely plays Dark Slick Shores. That's just not on my radar at all.
A few things we know for sure. Sandwiches taste better when someone else makes them. And when
Dream Twist.
For 113
Mill's 3 or something?
Yeah, it's 3 and it has flashback. Okay, we've lost one of our Thalias. We've lost 2 of our Spell Quellers. Gotta look out for like surgical extraction and extirpate effects. Because so Spell Queller is a juicy target for them to try to hit with extirpate. And we have one in our hand, so that kind of is no good. Hedron Crab. We're gonna path that as soon as we get a chance. That is just an insanely efficient card. Alright, they milled another Vial, they milled a Moorland Haunt. All of our Thalias are gone, so that's kind of a bummer. Thalia would be a great card to like draw next turn. Surgical on Drogskol.
Sure.
That's okay.
So they're gonna have information.
Yeah, I'm more upset that they're seeing our hand. Honestly, but at least we keep our Spell Queller, unless they have another one. Hey, you draw a Supreme Phantom. They only have 2 cards in hand. They probably don't have another Archive Trap. They would have had to draw it this turn. We have 24 cards in our library. So I think we should path the Hedron Crab. Maybe in their upkeep, actually. So that they can't use the mana to Mind Funeral us. So what I'm thinking is we should play Flooded Strand. Fetch for Hallowed Fountain if there's one left in our deck. There isn't, actually. We lost both of our Hallowed Fountains.
So why not play the Mutavault?
Because I guess we can. Right, never mind. I was thinking this costs white mana. I'm glad I looked, though. We have no Hallowed Fountains left.
We have no planes.
We have 1 plains. But I don't think it's going to matter. So yeah, we'll play Mutavault, we'll play Supreme Phantom, we'll path and upkeep, we're hitting for 6 down to 9, and then the following turn we animate Mutavault, swing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and have exactly lethal. Okay. So if they don't play a spell that kills us, that we have to counter, we'll swing for exactly 9 on the following turn. Chat, give us your thoughts on Mill. What do you think of blue-black Mill? Yeah. Do you like blue-black Mill? Do you think it's a cheesy deck? Do you think it's cool but not good enough? Do you think it's good but not cool enough? What are your thoughts on Mill? let it rip in the chat. I don't want to see another crab. I don't want to see a Manic Scribe. Glimpse is okay. Thought Scour does nothing.
So they're dead.
They are dead unless they have like a Slaughter Pact. Guess I'll play this. It doesn't really matter, but do we have plains left? No. Do we have an island left? Oh, okay. They did the math. All right, we win. Do you think we bring in Geist? I completely agree. Yeah, Geist is an absolutely fantastic card to bring in. Rest in Peace is good too. Fragmentize kills Mesmeric Orb and Fraying Sanity, so we're gonna bring that in. Echoing, and it also kills Ensnaring Bridge. Echoing Truth gets rid of Ensnaring Bridge. Negate and Unified Will get rid of or answer all kinds of things. Geist of St. Traft is just good. Rest in Peace. You probably need 2 of them, but it turns off their extirpate surgical effects. It totally shuts off Fraying Sanity. Makes Fraying Sanity do nothing. Yeah, they might bring in Phantasm. We're going to bring in Field of Ruin. And the reason we're bringing in Field of Ruin is because we're not setting out very many cards. So we're going to need another land.
60.
Oh, we're definitely going above 60. So,
The vials aren't great.
Nebelgast Herald does nothing. Vial, so...
They're easy cuts with greens. Bunch of this stuff.
Yeah, but we're bringing in a lot of we're messing up our curve. So vials as mana sources are going to be kind of important.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What about, we don't need the Copter.
I don't think we need the Copter. We don't want to be looting. We don't want to draw any extra cards this game. Those 3 are coming out. Maybe cut 1 path. Actually, I don't want to cut the path.
What about Phantasmal Image?
That's what I was just going to go and do. Cut the 2 Phantasmal Images and then present 65 cards. I think that's probably fine.
Okay. I was thinking closer to 63, but...
No, I think we just want more cards in our deck.
Sure. So we do run the risk of like just not getting a second or third land.
That's why I want to keep the Vials in. I think this is okay. Mill's a weird deck.
Sure.
One match, like 2 games of this, statistically, probably not going to be a problem. If we're submitting 22 lands in a 65 card deck over and over and over, we're going to end up having issues. But also, mulliganing is not that big of a deal against Mill because it puts another card back in your library. It's sort of like gaining a life. Okay, we have no interaction, but we have a real clock. So I'm going to keep this hand. 58 cards in our library. Removal. I mean, we have 1 piece of interaction. We can kill a turn 1 who draw crab. If we fetch, we need to fetch now. Because it's the smallest chance of them having an archive trap.
Why is it any smaller than?
Because if we fetch on subsequent turns, they've had draw steps.
They could just have it in their hand.
That's what I mean. So I'm saying if we're ever going to fetch, we want to fetch as early as possible.
Okay.
Because every turn that goes by before we fetch, the chance of getting archive trap goes up. So we either never play the Polluted Delta or we play it now. That's what I'm saying. I think we should just play it. And then hopefully we now have 3 mana, we never crack another fetch for the rest of the game. Okay, they have 1.
Just the 4 archive trap hand.
Okay. So 1 archive trap, they hit Echoing Truth, Unified Will, Negate, Thalia. Okay, so one thing we do have to actually pay really close attention to is answers to Ensnaring Bridge left in our library. Because as long as we have them left in our library, we can Spell Queller other things. But if we don't, then we need to actually hold back Spell Queller specifically to answer Ensnaring Bridge. We can just pass here. Or should we path that? We have 3 cards in hand. Let's path that in their upkeep.
Yeah.
We could put them closer to their, their big. I mean, not puts them closer. Literally puts them on 3 mana for their Mind Funerals. They had it anyway. Wow, Thalia Drownyard. That's weird. Don't usually see that. It's very slow. Okay, there's a Mind Funeral. They had it anyway. Oh god, how many cards? Oh, 11 is not that much.
Is that until we hit
4 lands.
4 lands?
Rest in peace, Fragmentize, Unified Will, Negate, Unified Will, Echoing Truth. We have 1 Echoing Truth left in our library as an answered Ensnaring Bridge. It's the only card left. So let's just pass here.
Yeah.
Quell and Ensnaring Bridge. And then it's Protect the Queen on Spell Queller to avoid the Ensnaring Bridge from popping back out. Okay, so we can Rattlechains. We have 27 cards left in our library. The only instant speed mill they have is crappy stuff. The Crypt Incursion.
Oh, they gain 2 life for each.
Alright, they're gonna gain 1,000,000 life. 56.
Oh, wow.
we can kill them through that.
Yeah.
Through that. Like, we can definitely deal
They're down to
56
2
damage.
cards, so they...
We gotta wait 1 turn. Like, we can't just play out the Supreme Phantoms now, so we're losing out on a couple points of damage. But we have to hold the Spell Queller.
You ready for these?
Soon.
Okay.
You can crack them open wherever you want them.
What?
Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Glimpse the Unthinkable. How many cards do I have left? I can't see how many cards I have left in my library because of this stupid indicator. That's so stupid.
Oh, wow.
Looks like 15 or 16. No, it's gotta be 26. It's 26. So we'll be down to 16. Do we quell this? No, because we can still win with 16 cards left in our library, but we can't win with an Ensnaring Bridge in play, so we have to let that result. Hedron Crab. Okay, we path it. Gotta look at their clock if they do nothing but activate Thalia Drownyard. It's 3 cards. We have 16, so 4 cards per turn, shipping like 4 turns. Oh boy. He has 5 turns. Let me play this. I guess we don't really get it. We play this. We don't need no longer a Spell Queller plus path, and then 1 card in hand doesn't matter. Do we have any Drogskols left? 1. Oh, we have a lot of Drogskols left. Okay, we have 15 cards in our library, 3 of which are Drogskol Captains, and 1 of which is a Supreme Phantom. So we actually have a lot of lords left in our library. So we got the gas.
So they probably don't have a land.
Yeah, probably not.
Because they didn't play one after the last Hedron Crab, right?
Yeah. So I think I'll Supreme Phantom end of turn, or Supreme Phantom and path this.
Yeah.
Now they can hard cast. They have 5 mana now, so they can hard cast their archive traps. Mutavault would be a good draw. A Lord would obviously be a good draw. Rest in peace.
Not sure about that.
I mean, it's okay.
Right.
It, like I said, it turns off Fraying Sanity. Like, they could go next turn land Fraying Sanity. I guess we would just Spell Queller that. So they can activate and Thalia draw an arrow this turn. That puts us to 9 or 11 cards. Then we draw for turn. We're at 10. We flash in Spell Queller. It's a 4/5, so we're dealing 12 per turn. So we have them on 4-turn clock. We draw any spirit. It goes to 3 turns. It's gonna be very close, but I think we had a chance.
We lost both our move balls.
Oh, okay, good to know that. Okay, bunch of paths. Aether Vial. Stone Other Lords. Ghost Quarter. That makes us potentially search
have
our
to
library.
search.
No. Field of Ruin you do. And Field of Ruin is actually like
Better card.
better card for mill. Like not well, it's a better card for a lot of decks, but Field of Ruin by itself actually made mill a lot better because it has a forced shuffle effect. Okay, we have to flash in Spell Queller this turn to have a clock that can potentially kill you.
Nice and fresh.
Oh yeah, that's great. They're infused fresh jalapeno. Okay, 12 power on the board.
What's going on with your seed from your graveyard?
Oh, I don't know. What? Crypting No.
No.
How many do we have? Not that many, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh god, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's still so many. We should have cast the Rest in Peace.
Well, I mean, then we wouldn't have had Spell Queller up.
Yeah, I guess so.
We just do a bunch of other stuff.
If we draw a Lord, come on. There
Lords to the
so many Lords left in our deck. Come on. Ah, fuck. We have 3 turns. If we go Lord, maybe. I don't want to do the math. We're just gonna try it.
Rip.
Yep. Right on time. I don't think we can kill him. I don't think that we actually have the ability to deal enough damage. But if we go Lord into Lord, it'll be close.
Okay.
A couple of Rattlechains. Lord.
Oh yeah. Gotta do it. Surprise.
Surprise! Haha! Okay, so that's a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of damage. Darkness? No! That was their top deck? Oh my god. This is a nightmare. What a draw. Wow, Crypt Incursion. Alright, we're bringing in the third Writ for sure. Maybe they'll forget to activate it. Definitely bringing in the third Rest in Peace.
Yep. Snapcaster.
Yep.
Dude, that darkness,
That was a good draw. Couldn't have killed him anyway.
There's no way we can do 31 damage next turn, is there?
We're gonna get decked. We have 0 cards now. File up to 4. GG. Okay, wow. Oh, new boy. Alright, third Writ coming in. Should have known. That was a... Should have known. 66 cards.
Whatever.
Gain some life. They mostly mill in increments of 3, so 66 cards is sort of like starting the game with 22 life.
Wow, darkness.
They hadn't had that archive trap in turn 1. I think we could have won that game. Ooh, smells fresh.
For them to be spicy, you kind of have to get the critical mass.
Right. There it is.
Just showing chat.
Yep.
This match brought to you live. Cape Cod. Infused fresh jalapeno.
Yep.
Chip chips.
Yep. On the play. Alright. Keep. Definitely keep. No fetch lands. Negate. Rest in Peace. Echoing Truth. And Rattlechains. So we can turn 2 Rest in Peace and then hold up Rattlechains and Negate. Also, if we never draw another land for the rest of the game, it might be okay.
Right.
Alright. The one thing this hand does not have is a clean answer to Hedron Crab. So, like, turn 2 Hedron Crab fetch land would be good.
Oh, I like their style.
The Nicholas.
That Nicholas, dude.
What got exiled? Spell Queller, Drogskol. Well, okay. Not many Drogskulls left. Come on, non-fetch. Yeah.
We may never need to fetch.
Yep. And at least, you know, we'll wait, and if we have to fetch, we'll fetch all in one turn. Oh, Ghost Quarter. Alright, well, if they Ghost Quarter us, then we're definitely going to fetch too. Mind Funeral. Negate. Gotta just take a quick look at Mind Funeral here. Okay, they reveal until they reveal 4, so if we don't accidentally auto-lose like we would with Helm of Obedience. Just wanted to double check that. Okay. If it were like, you know, until 4 land cards are put in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, alright, we lose. Good game. This is such a random matchup. It can be so bad or
Wow,
so okay.
double Ghost Quarter. Holy crap. Okay, so...
The second Ghost Quarter doesn't matter because I don't care if we go down a land. But if they Ghost Quarter us once...
Well, basically, if they have archive traps, they're just going to get to do it.
Right, but I just mean that, like, it's all happening at once. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to double fetch. in response to this, and then field their Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, I'm just worried about, like, what if they mill our lands that we're fetching up?
So, a good point. So we should fetch the Windswept Heath first and get a basic Plains. Because then Flooded Strand has way more hits. We're gonna get Archive trapped. Probably in response to this, if I had to guess.
Right. Tomorrow, okay.
Or not. Gotta hope they have like Fraying Sanity and Crypt Incursion, a bunch of useless cards in their
So
hand.
you could activate. Hit their Watery Grave.
I was thinking hit their Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, but then they can
Oh, I guess then they just Ghost Quarter another thing, and yeah, but then they're down 2 lands. They don't get the. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna Field of Ruin their Ghost Quarter.
So we go to 3 lands and they go to 2.
Probably.
But they would with Ghost Quarter anyways.
I think that all said and done, I'm okay with that.
Right.
At the end of the day, we just searched our library a million times in one turn. Which means this is the only turn they get to Archive Trap. And they have 1.
And we still get 2 Rattlechains.
Our 4th Drogskol's gone.
Hey, Trueflight's here. What's up, Trueflight?
Hey, Trueflight.
Just drawing a card, right?
They're drawing 1 card, yeah. And we Rattlechains. End of turn. You do not need to worry about Crypt Incursion changing the clock. So this is just a deal 19 damage race.
Oh.
That's fine. Play out the Supreme Phantom now. No reason to wait. And
Bad
we have them on
PvP
a 5-turn clock. Oh,
That's too bad.
Trueflight, tell us about it. I hope watching us win helps. So we are currently playing against Mill. So who knows?
We're in game 3.
Nobody
This
knows.
is the first match of our league, though, so
Yep, we just started.
settle in.
Yep, get ready.
I'm drinking a beer here.
A burr.
A bar.
Alright, 4 turns. Now down to 3. We have Echoing Truth for Ensnaring Bridge. We also have Echoing Truth for bouncing our own creature and then replaying it in response to removal. Oh, cool. Now we have another Echoing Truth. Alright. Down to 7. 2 more combat steps. Come on! Thoughts Garrus. Rest in Peace Island. Okay. Didn't want to draw those. Dream Twist.
Can't flash that back.
Can't flash that back. 2 Selfless Spirits. Would have liked to draw those. Fragmentize. Also would have liked to draw that. Why did we get shocking? Supreme Phantom. 1 short.
See that, guys?
Always 1 short. Always 1 short with Blue Light Spirits. Mill 3.
You know, we should have run the 63 card special, because then
We just would have had just a better game 1. We won game 1 anyway. Then we could have sideboarded into 78 cards.
that's true.
Alright. They get 1 turn to find Darkness. Well, like they basically have to just like runner, draw some Darkness. Because we have 3 lethal creatures.
Dear God, do we even have 4 lands left?
Oh no. I don't want to find out. Oh yeah, easy. 9 cards.
Oh God.
So glimpse and we die. Don't glimpse us. No, don't glimpse us.
Alright.
They probably have darkness.
That would be the darkness.
Yeah, beat
Nice.
Mill. All right. True Flight. Round 1, lost to Jeskai control. Jeskai is a tough matchup. That's a real toughie.
Yeah, man, I don't blame you.
I find that one to be challenging. Oh, by the way, thanks for following us, True Flight. Or me or us or whatever. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jeskai's hard. They just have so many answers.
Don't forget about the recordings.
Oh yeah, right. We're recording. Okay, I'm gonna clip the recording. Thanks for watching round 1. We beat Mill. Hooray! We beat Mill by submitting a 68 card deck? 66. 66 card deck. That's the trick to beating Mill. And also Rest in Peace is really good. They probably had some Cryptic Incursions in hand or maybe Surgicals. Anyway, we'll be back for round 2. Oh, I stopped streaming by mistake. I'm gonna stop recording, whatever.